Hello all, this is Max. I'll be your Space Master for today. I am going to pick up where we left off. We just built a bunch of ships. They are all in the battle task group. These are the ships that we designed, put together. Um, Now before we go off and try to fight the good fight here, what we want to do is make sure that they have commanders and they are being trained well. Um, so let's go ahead and start on that. Let's go to leaders here. And one thing that I've always, oh, you know what? We gotta do automated assignments. Because we did this before, but this is a new game. Completely forgot to do that. One thing that I like to do, staff officers, I like to take the top guy, this Commodore here, Alex Wood, and put him in our fleet headquarters here. And click assign. Fleet headquarters is like the oh no, it's the fleet headquarters. It's like the Pentagon to America. The chief of staff works there, I guess. I'm not chief of staff, but you guys know what I mean. It's the top place, and then your task force commander is there for this top right guy. You could put whoever you want in there, but I like to do a little bit of role playing there, so I just choose the top guy and put him there, no matter what his qualifications or lack thereof. And it might be inefficient, but whatever. He does give out different ratings, a quarter across the whatever his ratings are. He gives 1/4 to the command staff, and therefore it goes to the bonuses of that ship. From what I understand, the task force organization, it doesn't matter very much unless that task force is actually within that system. So if they're here on Earth, their bonuses only work towards that system. Everything in Sol, and anything that goes beyond that, it doesn't work. In later tutorials, I hope to get to it, how to move the task force elsewhere, using a different type of ship, like a flagship of some sort. But and you can see that right there. We can move different forces to different places, and you can of course do a new task force at the capital and move it to a flagship. But anyway, you can see that the fleet training rating is not cut in a quarter. The commander goes directly to that. Logistics is cut into a quarter, as is fighter ops right there. So how do you assign these other ones? Well, we go back to the leader screen here, and one way you could do it, if you open up to staff officers, now you can see that all the new jobs have been assigned, but I just press this button, auto assign, and it should assign everyone to the their assignments. As you can see here, now they're all filled. And they should be filled with the best of the best here, as far as I recall. Hopefully everyone's got a job. Okay, it looks like we have some places that do not. I'm really hoping that our military ships have been giving people have had jobs, and it doesn't look like they are, which is really too bad. I think some of our ships have a setting where they aren't taking the best of the best. Well, they are taking the best of the best, but they aren't taking all of them. Lieutenant Command, I'm not sure why that is, but we're going to go ahead and assign just we're just going to assign people to the military ships here, minus the PDCs. Warships and freight fighters, no. Military, nope, can't drop the PDCs, it looks like. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just start assigning here. And there you go. So that was pretty easy. We can go ahead and close that out. We are all good there. Alright, so we've got that done. Next thing that we would like to do for our task group is actually get them trained up. They're a fresh force here. We don't really, they don't have a good training score here, and what that means is that when the shit hits the fan, they will unfortunately not be um, very responsive to your orders. So if you were to tell them, "Oh, go to the moon," it'd take them a few moments to get the order, send it out to the rest of the task group, and during that time, they're most likely taking fire. So you want to be aware of that. And to help that out, we come down here to the Start Task Force Training button, and we can go ahead and have them start their task force training. If you come over to task group orders, they're doing the exercises. So you don't have to worry about that very much. If you give them an hour, they should jump off somewhere. Yeah, and you can see, oh wow, look at all that. All the assignments. And you can see that they're running off and doing their exercises here. Maybe not so much, but they're just working out essentially. So we'll give them a few days here. Let's see what 5 days produces. Earth, and then they're still out there doing their task, their exercises. And you can see that it's a slow process, but they are slowly getting there. One thing that you should do while they're on task force exercises is change their conditional order to fuel less than 30. Please just refuel at the colony or tanker within 4 jumps. That way they're sure to come back in case they run out of fuel there. And I think one other thing they'll do is, if they aren't going as fast as they possibly can, let's see, parent fleet system, current speed not equal to maximum, we'll tell them to speed it up. Alright, so close out of there. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it while they train. Alright, one thing that I've noticed while going through this is more beneficial to take this off, the current speed not equal to maximum. Just keep that in mind. They've been canceling their task force training because it kept getting a conditional order to increase their speed. So let's keep that in mind there. In fact, they hadn't been training since that first day, unfortunately. So hopefully we'll see a little bit of a change here. Okay, so what's happened since then? We've had a I just let them train until we got to the conditional order to refuel at Earth. You'll see that their crew morale was failing, just because it had been they had been out for about a year. And if we take a look at the fleets, the battle task group, it's not quite at 50%, but you know that's good enough. They've been out. The crew feels like they've been out for 11 months, but they are currently at Earth right now. So I'm going to give that 30 days, which is 1 month, to lower their the score so that they when they're in transit they won't have this low morale. Okay, so let's take a look at the battle task group now. And alright, so 1 month gave them basically 10 months, or 9 months really. Let's set the current speed to maximum. You can see that they have a pretty good, I mean it's not 100%, but you know they've got some training in. I think we are good to go here. If you'll remember correctly, the original fight happened in Ross 780. I'm not sure where that was. Let's see, Ross 780. Of course, it's not going to be there. Okay, so this is where we take a look at the galactic map, 780. Okay, so like Cal, Aquari, Ross 780. How many days will it take them to get there? They're going at 1,000 kilometers per second. From Seoul to there, it's going to be 96 days. That distance is 8.3 something kilometers. Let's take a look at their range. These guys can go, and they're all about the same. Their range is 9.2, which is 106 days. They won't have enough to make it back. So what I'm going to do is actually send the tankers. Unfortunately, the tankers don't have jump engines on them, which is really too bad. We can send in our survey task group after them. What that accomplishes is that they've got a large tank of fuel here, 1.5 million liters, and they can of course refill the fuel capacity at least enough to get limping home. So that's an option I think I will take, and I'll send them in the battle task group with them. And then within the battle task group itself, what I'm going to do is resend this order, because they won't make it. Basically, they'll decide to jump back. So it went Lakale to Quarry, the Ross to 780, and I'll just have them move there and get ready. And actually, I'm going to have them equalize the fuel percentage there, and then finally detach the non-survey ship. Which is that should be fine. It's going to detach our non-survey ship, which is the Mark Aronson. Alright, so they are going to go ahead and do that. It's going to take about 80 days. That's fine. We'll jump 60 days. Hope you're getting excited for this. I am. I'm going to pause it until then, because I'm going to take care of our production. I've been doing a few things in the background now because I am playing this game as well. So, okay, we're right on the threshold here. I canceled the order to detach the non-survey group. We're at the jump point right now. I'm going to detach the Mark Aronson from the group. That was, I actually had right beforehand equalized the fuel between the fleet, so they'll be fine there. Plenty of fuel. At this point, we're ready for standard transit. We can turn on our active sensors right here first. So we're going in with active sensors on. What else do we need to do? Equalize our maintenance supplies. I forgot to do that. I divided the fleet into single ships. We'll undo that. That's it. That's it. When they go through as children, but when they come out, they shall be men.